Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Chelk PD, and welcome to the Culture Study Series. This is where I check out K-pop music videos, and I give you my honest thoughts and reactions on them as both a video producer and a lifelong K-pop fan, and as a Korean American. Today, we are checking out, I don't know how this is pronounced. It's either 7HEAVEN, 7HEAVEN, or 7HEAVEN. I don't know, by Purple Kiss. Shout out to anybody who remembers 7HEAVEN. With that in mind, I am excited to have you guys here because I just did a reaction for Sweet Juice, and it was fantastic. I loved it. It was great. But the music video left a little to be desired. It was a great video, but just wasn't. It didn't fully fulfill me. So I'm looking towards this latest Purple Kiss music video, hoping that it'll scratch that itch. Now, before we get into today's video, real quick, if you guys want to support the channel, remember you can always visit our Patreon. We do bonus reactions like listening parties, variety, drama reactions over on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, though. If you want to support us for free, you can just simply like the video down below and subscribe. Let's get into the video. This is 7HEAVEN, 7HEAVEN by Purple Kiss, and this is your form of therapy. Oh, what the fudge? Oh, damn. The hell is happening? Wow, I'm surprised they're doing something like this for a title track. This is often something you would hear on one of their B-sides. Oh my God, I love her voice. The way she said Kulture, oh. Just a heads up, Shay has my favorite. She has my favorite voice in the entire group. I love her voice. She's probably one of my favorite like female vocals, just on a personal level. I just like her voice. Oh. Wow, they're dressed in a much more street, modern summer pop fashion. They've definitely never done this. Oh. Wow, Gon's voice it really suits the group. Was he a main? Oh my God. What happened? Vocals were not this. Oh, the depth that she can get compared to others is so crazy. Wow. Festa. Ooh. So they're doing a whole kind of a festival concept. Oh, I definitely want to listen to this album now. So I would consider myself a pretty casual Purple Kiss fan, but I have listened to most of their B sides, and I love their discography. I love their music. I mean, Rainbow Bridge, right? Given that Mamamoo was just the type of group that they were, Rainbow Bridge really, really like fitted Purple Kiss's discography with just like a lot of like just pop, a lot of pop, and I love pop. I love pop so much. It's my favorite genre, my guys. Like Seven Heaven, Cheer Heaven, Seven Heaven. I don't know what to call it. Seven Heaven. Vocally, it's like not as impressive as Sweet Juice, but I love this song way more. Just because it hits all the familiar themes that honestly like every other girl group does. There is one key difference. Purple Kiss on a vocal level is just so ahead, just like on a bass line, so ahead of so many of the members that they really give off a different vibe, a song with like much more depth to the songs. Like there was a certain part where, like for example, Swan. This Swan has way more range than she ever displays at any point on this song. But there are certain points where she's going really high, really high, really, really, really high, really high, and then like she can go downwards in such a smooth way that not many other female vocalists in other groups can. And so I think by them doing a much more mainstream pop concept, it actually shows the different colors and strengths of their vocals in that way. Yuki, I thought Yuki in general, she has a really great, strong presence in all of Purple Kiss's songs. But I feel like, especially on a pop song, even dance wise, I feel like Yuki just seemed the most confident out of everyone. She was a little spunky, I feel like, in her energy. Like she was one of the most eye-catching people, and I just thought she shined really well too. There is also something about this video that I really do like in comparison to the Sweet Juice video. I checked out the Sweet Juice video recently, and so that's why I'm going to compare it pretty close to one another. But one thing I really like is the lighting is so much better in this video. It's also why I like this video. It's way more motivated, and it's way more consistent. The Sweet Juice video, they were mixing K-pop lighting with film lighting, and it was just weird. Not weird in like a super weird way, but is for a director and someone who's like very visually focused like me, it was very uneven. Here, they try to go for what we call natural lighting. None of this is natural. I want to point out, by the way. Let's take a look right here. None of this is really natural. This is natural. This is definitely natural. But that's not natural. Those close-ups, see, that is natural right there. You saw the heavy shade on her. That is not natural. But they're trying to make it look natural. This is not natural. This is actually natural. Sorry. I was going to say, this is actually natural. This is actually not natural. She's still being lit right here. You can see a very light key light, but it's so light you could only see, honestly, the shine off her makeup that you can't tell that that she's being filled in. But if you look at all the lighting, it's not like they're specifically lighting them with pink lights. They just happen to be in a pink, what is it? It's a body shop. They just happen to be in like a body shop. Is this a body shop? I don't get that. I guess it's a body shop. Oh, it's a car wash. Oh, are they doing a car wash concept? I didn't even realize. That makes so much sense. Okay. This whole thing isn't a car wash concept though, right? All right, it's just the opening that's the car wash concept. Anyways, if you look at this shot of right here, it doesn't look like she's obviously being lit by anything. It just looks like, quote unquote, natural lighting. But there's a very strong edge lighting right here. You can see the light peeking in through the windows. You can see that she is lit right here. And so, in general, people are being lit always throughout the video. She's going off of natural lighting with the neon lights from the set. They're trying to go for a quote unquote natural look with the lighting, always. And that's probably the biggest thing that makes the video look much more even in tone, even though it's constantly jumping colors and even styles. I particularly love this. See, even here, they are still shooting natural. This is probably the most jarringly different lighting setup. But because I feel like because up until this point, they've established a nice natural lighting sort of aesthetic. And then now we come into this part with Yuki. It's only for a moment. It's only for a moment. They bring it in. There's a light right here, which again, it's daytime too. So you have to imagine how bright is that goddamn light for it to be lighting them, giving them an edge lighting right here. It's not even giving them fill or key light, which is like the main light on their face. That's all natural. They've probably got like a scrim to filter out the sunlight. So because of that, it just looks natural. Everything looks consistent and natural. This is the only part where it looks not consistent and not natural. But here's why I love it. At first, it's like, are they doing the same thing that they did in the Sweet Juice video again that just made no sense? Just out of nowhere. I mean, it made sense in the Sweet Juice video just because they're technically inside. But I realized what they were doing. I like that basically they're saying, like, it's a car wash, what have you. The day is passing. And they're letting the day pass, and as it's sunset, they are not lighting them. They're not lighting them like they're not lighting them. Yeah, they're not lighting them to make it look even more natural. Like the sun is set, so there's technically supposed to be no lighting sources. So you know that point in time when the sun is set, where the sun is gone over the horizon, but it's still light out? That's what they're emulating right now. They're literally just like this overall general fill is just from the light sky of sundown. That's not how I've seen most people light a sundown scene. Usually they'll like make the golden glow of it a little bit more strong and prominent. But they actually went for this underlighting muted approach, which they keep consistently through this part. Here, they were doing natural lighting already, and it wasn't harsh, bright natural lighting either, so the lighting looks consistent. But then the best part, what I really love, is they still keep that shit going here. It's still they're not lit bright. They're still lit, quote unquote, very naturally right here. Still the same right here. Ooh, and you get the flare. You get the flare from the headlights of the car right here. That's smart. It adds a little bit of a much more romantic aesthetic look to the video. And this is the only part where the lighting dramatically changes from the rest of the video. But look at them. It's like the great big dance break bridge, right? And their outfits are dramatically different. They're dressed more like very like fairy or princess like, or just pure in that way. And with the big carousel, it's kind of like the big set piece. That is good direction. It's just like everything is kind of leading up until this point, and bam, big showy glamorous lights make them look super expensive and showy. That is what I feel like makes the journey of a music video feel so much more like you're coming alive. Sweet Juice didn't exactly have that excitement, that same vibe that 7HEAVEN has. And so while 7HEAVEN on a song level, on a musical level, might sound like something you've heard other girl groups do before, the music video, I think, is actually a pretty strong entry into just their discography in general. And I think the song itself is a very strong entry into their discography. I'll give the song a solid 10 out of 10. I can't even think of giving it any less. I really love how it pushed them out of their usual comfortable ranges for their title tracks. They tend to go for like a creepy, sort of cute horror quirk sort of aesthetic for their title tracks. I liked seeing them do something fresh for a change, refreshing and youthful and quote unquote, like, I guess, normal for them for a change. To even just see what their skill set and their palette is like, like what they can pull off. And I feel like this showcased that they can pull off even pure, refreshing girly girl concepts really, really well. With that in mind, that is 7HEAVEN by Purple Kiss. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching this video with me. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of the song? What did you guys think of the music video? I loved it. I'll give the video a solid 10 out of 10. I'll give the song a solid 10 out of 10. I can definitely say for sure now, like listening even the title tracks in comparison, I think Sweet Juice is like an 11 out of a 10 song. That it's out of this world good. But this music video is still better for me. With that in mind, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you want to support the channel, remember you can always visit our Patreon. I'm definitely going to do a listening party for their Festa album. Probably over the Sweet Juice album. That's not to say that I won't ever check out the Sweet Juice album because, again, their discography is insane. But I think it's purely because I really love the vibe of 7HEAVEN. If it's called Festa, I feel like, yeah, I'm in for a good time. If you want to check that out, that's going to be on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You can just simply like the video down below over here. Make sure to subscribe. We're going to have a button for you right here. Check out our other reactions over here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.